Developing right now, a Metro Atlanta school is now stepping up security for tonight's homecoming game because of a recent threat. And parents and students are really concerned about multiple threats targeting schools across our area this week. 11 Alive's Joe Ripley is at Brookwood High School in Gwinnett County right now. So, Joe, the school just identified someone who actually made that threat this week. What's the feeling out there right now?
Hey, good evening to you, Ron. There's a lot of excitement, anticipation for tonight's homecoming game. Also, a lot of concerns over safety. In response, the school here, Brookwood, because of a threat made against it earlier this week, is going to have 8 SROs at tonight's game, a dozen administrators monitoring the crowd, and a clear bag policy strictly enforced. It comes as this threat was made against the school and several other schools across Metro Atlanta. You'll find more security at Clayton County schools after the district says multiple online threats were made towards several schools this week. Parents and students were on high alert Thursday at Lovejoy High School. Superintendent Dr. Morcease Beasley tweeted, quote, "We are taking every measure to protect schools while identifying the persons doing the threats."
All the staff to try to figure out who the originator is of the threat, try to determine whether or not it's valid. We're looking at a multitude of things just to try to make sure that our students are safe. We can't take any chances.
Atlanta Public Schools Police Chief Ronald Applin says the district takes all threats seriously. He says any student caught making threats can get suspended and even expelled in some cases.
There's more copycat. You see it happening in other states or other places, and someone gets the idea that I'm going to do the same thing here.
And I think kids think it's a prank. It's not the same as throwing toilet paper in trees. Not at all. It rises to such a higher level that the boards are reacting, and it's happening more and more often.
Criminal defense attorney Meg Strickler is familiar with school threat cases. She says those found guilty could also face criminal charges at the state and federal level, ranging from misdemeanors to felonies.
They can face jail, prison, any of these things, okay? And it is important for people to know that when you're disrupting a high school with a threat, there is a threat of criminal charges.
This year, Fulton County Schools are installing alarms at all of its schools. The district is also installing flock safety cameras tied to national databases to detect potential threats in real time. While not every threat might play out in reality, it doesn't stop law enforcement from acting to shut them down.
We would rather have the boy cry wolf, cry wolf, cry wolf, and react than to ignore it. And so it's an okay thing for me.
And coming up at 6, you'll hear from the FBI. They're weighing in on the rash of school threats across the metro area, as well as what school districts say is the key to stopping more of these threats from being made.
All right, Joe, we will see you at 6 o'clock, sir. Thank you. Unfortunately, school threats are nothing new. They're becoming a lot more common now, right? So just this week, similar threats were made at schools in Colorado, North Carolina, Minnesota, and Utah, and today also in Maryland. And here's why. In that latest incident, a man is now facing charges after police say he built a bomb and had it in his car while working at a middle school there. School officials are constantly looking for ways to improve safety, and health officials say that it's really important for parents to talk to your kids and be involved in their lives as well.